Hello dear students, I'm Palvanova N. Today I'm responsible to deliver lesson 10, topic train operation. The lesson is divided in two parts and it's devoted for the second course students of technical faculties. So let's go to the major points of the lesson. And first we look at the text about train operation. It consists of two parts. Then we'll look at the vocabulary from the text train operation and try to read and pronounce correctly. After that we will start a vocabulary from the video version and practice on your listening skill. And let's start to listen the topic train operation. The first part is accidents which took place on the railways in the early days made specialists devise a great number of systems and devices in order to ensure the safe operation of trains and to simplify the task of directing trains movements. One of the ways to facilitate the problem of train operation is that all railroads, except the very short ones, are divided into sections or divisions operated just a small railroad. The train with a long run is operated over many divisions and may change locomotives and crews several times in the course of its journey. A railroad runs two principal kinds of trains, regular trains and extra trains. A regular train is a scheduled train, a train listed on the railroad timetable. Regular trains are all numbered. An extra train is not scheduled in the timetable. Special trains, work trains, and reg trains are examples of extra trains. The list of times at which a regular train is to arrive at and leave a station is known as the train schedule. The printed schedules of the regular trains form the timetable. The making of a timetable is the most complicated job in the operating business. In order to make up a timetable, many factors have to be taken into account. The fact is that the railway make up different timetables for the summer and for the winter service, and that the weekday timetable is not the same as that of Saturday and Sunday. Besides, one shouldn't forget that express trains and slow local trains have to run on the same tracks. And it is these tracks which are also used by freight trains, whether they are slow or fast, diesel powered or electrically operated. Having taken into account this and many other factors, one way get an idea what difficulties are encountered when making a timetable. Besides the making of timetables, the operating business also included the making of separate working programs for locomotives and the train crews, the planning of regular switching operations, and so on. In other words, the operating business comprises all the problems connected with the safe and efficient operation of trains, whether passengers or freight. That the problem of railway operation must be now solved with the use of the most up-to-date technical aids is clear to everyone, I think. Being introduced on railways, the technical aids greatly facilitate the task of directing train movements and make the job of the railwayman simpler and more productive. The technical aids which provide the so-called telecommunication service comprise the telephones, the radio, and the television. Of all technical aids, it is the radio which played the most significant part on modern railways. While the telephone system is principally made use of for control purpose, the radio has found a wide application practically in all aspects of railway operation. Today, locomotives are equipped with both transmitters and receivers, and the locomotives drivers can communicate with at least the nearest station along the track or with other trains on the road. In case of an emergency, the engine driver can radio a warning to other drivers or ask the dispatcher for help. Thus, thanks to the radio, the danger of a train collisions has been substantially decreased. The radio has also proved very useful in the switching yard, where much time is saved thanks to constant and direct communication between the engine drivers and the operators on duty. The sorting of goods trains and separate cars is now unthinkable without radio. One of the radio devices being commonly used in switching yard is a walkie-talkie. This individual radio helps the car inspectors do a better job and save him much time. Having found the matched car, the car inspector can radio other workers for help. Another very helpful radio device is the so-called loudspeaker. The loudspeaker are installed at passenger stations where they give the passengers regular information on the incoming or the outgoing trains. The TV is increasingly applied in the switching yard. Some years ago, when the train arrived at the switching yard, a man had to work along the train, checking car after car. Now an operator in an office can watch a long line of cars directly on the television screen and check them off comfortably and accurately. From the above said, it becomes clear that it is telecommunication that greatly contributes to the safety and the efficiency of the train operation and facilitates the work of railwaymen. Well, now we study vocabulary from the video version and practice on your listening skills. As I said, this is the English vocabulary about the train travel. This is a vocabulary lesson all about train travel. This will help you in English speaking situation. And as you can see, the important vocabulary is in blue. And the next is what I am going to say, that in this video you will hear the correct pronunciation, also many more examples, and there is even a quiz at the end of the video. Train times. To know the train times, you must read the timetable. Departure times are the times of the trains leaving the station. Arrival times are the times of the trains coming into the station. Off-peak time is the period of time when few people are taking the train. It's a very quiet time it's cheaper to take the train during off-peak times. Peak time is the period of time when lots of people are taking the train. It is the busy time. It's expensive to take the train during the peak times. Train tickets. The cost or price of a train ticket is called the train fare. You can buy a train ticket at a ticket machine. Ticket machines are sometimes called ticket kiosks. Alternatively, you can buy a ticket at a ticket office. If you want to go somewhere and come back, you buy a return ticket. If you want to go somewhere but not come back, you can buy a single ticket. This is also called a one-way ticket. If you take one train to go from, for example, Bristol to Manchester, this is a direct train. If you take two trains to go from Bristol to Manchester and you have connections in Birmingham, the train from Birmingham to Manchester is a connecting train. Luggage. You can leave your luggage in a left luggage locker. Important grammar. Luggage is an example of a collective noun in English. It's always in the singular form, but it refers to all of your bags and suitcases. Example, I have 3 bags. They are too heavy for me. Can you help me with my luggage? It's good. Can you help me with my luggages? It's not good, it's bad, as you see. And the next is travel information. If a train is delayed, it means that is late because of a problem. Example, the train to London is delayed due to bad weather. Or the next one is, if it is on time, it means that the train will arrive at the expected time. It's not late, means it's not delayed. And the last one is the cancel a train. Cancel a train means that is not running. Entering and leaving the train. We use 2 very common phrasal verbs to describe entering and leaving the train. Get on, it means to enter. Get off, it means to leave. Examples: please get on the train immediately, it is going to leave. The second is, this is our station, and let's get off. Well, and now now you can see the video about this lesson, about this vocabulary lesson. And after watching the video, there is a home task for our dear students. You should to do this exercise. You should to finish the sentences by choosing options that match the connect of the text part 1. As you remember, it means about the text train operation. It consists of 2 parts, and this exercise about the past part 1. And this exercise you should to do by yourself. You may look through all the sentences, first read, and after that you may choose the right answer. Well, my dear students, and I finished. See you next time. Goodbye.